Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins with Elia and crew. We haven't changed our party in quite a while, and we have come back to Redcliffe as of the last episode. We weren't planning on stopping here for long, but we discovered that things in Redcliffe are a little different than we presumed at first. For one, there's this secret passage that goes into the castle that we didn't know about before, and Bantegan was withholding from us. But we know it now, so we're going in to check if we can actually save the Arl of Redcliffe. And in so doing, get our first ally as a Grey Warden. So, onwards.
I locked myself in a cage once when I was a child. For an entire day. Good times.
Okay, Alistair. Thank you for that bit of information. Okay, so we got some enemies here.
Yes.
Okay.
Another foe slain.
Oh.
Hello? Is there someone out there? Who is it?
It's Jowan.
By all that's holy, you! I can't believe it!
Jowan?
Maker's breath, how did you get here? I never thought I'd see you again, of all people.
So, in case you don't remember, we met Jowan in our origin story in the Circle of Magi. We helped him escape. And we found out back then that he's a blood mage. So, he escaped as a blood mage, and what he did with himself is apparently work for Logain. Interesting. Jowan. Oh, I misread this at first. I thought it said, what have you done? But it actually says, what have they done to you? So, brings a bit of a point there. Be careful that you actually read things properly. So you're the mage Lady Isolde mentioned.
You've spoken with her. Then, you know I poisoned Al-Eamon. For all I know, he's already dead.
He probably should have been. But it does seem that whatever demon that Jowan unleashed, well, presumably Jowan unleashed, it is keeping Eamon alive. I don't know. It's difficult to say. Isolde wasn't exactly forthcoming with her information. But she was right about a mage being in the castle, and him being locked up, so that's at least a little bit to her story. He's not dead, at least not yet.
He's not? That's a relief. I can't tell you how much. Please, I know how it seems. Poisoning the Arl was a terrible thing. But I'm not behind everything else happening here, I swear. Before I say anything else, I need to ask you a question. You can do whatever you feel you need to afterward, but I need to know. What became of Lily? They didn't hurt her, did they? The thought that she might have paid for my crime.
So this question, obviously, because if you're not any of the other... If you're playing like any of the other origin stories, Jowan has no idea who you are, so he's not going to be asking you about Lily. But in this case, he is. We could say this, like we could tell him that he doesn't deserve to know what happened to her, but it's not wrong, but it's I think a little uncharacteristic, because we did know Jowan for quite a long time. Let's just go with this. Lily knew what she was doing.
But she didn't know about me. I should have told her. I should have... Oh, please, please, just tell me if she's all right.
Well, we're not gonna lie. We actually do know where. I mean, I guess we don't know exactly where, but we know the place. The Chantry sent her away. I don't know where.
Oh, my poor Lily, she must hate me now, if she even lives. What have I done? So, here we are again, the two of us. What happens now?
Are you responsible for what happened here?
I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolde came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliffe. She had me tortured. There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her. So they left me to rot.
Okay, why did you poison Arleman?
I was instructed to by Terran Loghain. I was told that Arl Eamon was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. All I wanted was to be able to return. But he abandoned me here, didn't he? Everything's fallen apart. I never thought it would end like this. Maker, I've made so many mistakes. I've disappointed so many people. I wish I could go back and fix it. I just want to make everything right again.
We could ask this, but we know full well that Terran Loghain is viewed as a hero. And like us, Jowan had never left the tower before, so he has no reason to doubt Terran Loghain. Well, I thought you said you didn't start this.
But I had a hand in it, didn't I? I poisoned the Arl, and that's when all this started. So many people died here, I can only imagine.
This doesn't explain everything that's happened.
Connor had started to show signs. Lady Isolde was terrified the Circle of Magi would take him away for training.
Connor? A mage? I can't believe it.
She sought an apostate, a mage outside the Circle, to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide his talent. Her husband had no idea.
How much did you teach Connor?
Some, but he's still very young. He can barely cast a minor spell, never mind something more powerful. At least not intentionally. I have thought about it, and it's possible Connor could have inadvertently done something to tear open the veil. With the veil to the Fade torn, spirits and demons could infiltrate the castle. Powerful ones could kill and create those walking corpses.
And Arleman had no idea of his son's abilities.
No, she was adamant that he never find out. She said that he'd do the right thing, even if it meant losing their son, and that infuriated her.
I think I understand.
The Arl's a decent man. I wondered how he could possibly be the threat Loghain said he was, but I did it anyway. I'm such a fool.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just sick of running away and hiding from what I've done. I'm going to try to fix it any way I can. We were friends once. I know I don't deserve to call you that after what I did. If it ever meant anything, please help me fix this.
I don't know.
I say kill the mage. He cannot be trusted.
He doesn't need to die, surely.
I say this boy could still be of use to us, but if not, then let him go. Why keep him prisoner here?
Hey, let's not forget he's a blood mage. You can't just set a blood mage free.
Better to slay him. Better to punish him for his choices. Is this Alistair who speaks, or the Templar?
I'd say it's common sense. We don't even know the whole story yet.
Give me a chance, please.
I'm letting you out of your cell. Don't try anything.
You're letting me out? And what then?
Escape. This is your last chance.
No, I'm not leaving. I made a mistake, and I'm going to find some way to fix it.
Alright, so everybody disapproves except for Morrigan. Now, the reason Sten disapproves is because the Qunari culture is very anti-mage. We'll learn more about that later. More so in other games than in this one, but even so. So, there's bodies that look very decayed. Oh, what's this? She looks familiar. So does... Yeah, this looks like the priest from Redcliffe. Does it not? Tell me I'm wrong. Nothing in there. Another body. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, Caitlin, we actually accepted a quest from her to find her brother. So, she is a corpse now. Apparently everybody that was in the village died, and their corpses were brought back to the castle and possessed by something. Good times. And there's a lot of them. So, if you actually play this differently, and you don't let people in the village die, then
As you say.
there will be a lot less corpses here for you to fight. Yeah, so
It will be
that's
done.
pretty cool. And you'll find corpses of people who died, regardless of whether you help the village or not. Because even if you do help the village, it's possible for most of the villagers to die. And it's likely if you're playing on a higher difficulty. Load, 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 load. Loading screens take way too long sometimes. So we're actually in the castle now. Yeah, those are definitely demons. No, no, no. Everybody on the...
Of course.
Okay. Lots of explosions. See if there's anything we can read. Codices. None. So if we would have been looking over towards the door, those shambling corpses actually opened the door and come through it. So if we had a rogue, we'd actually be able to go in there. But we don't. Another... So Murdoch, he's actually the mayor of the village we abandoned. Or was, I guess.
Very well. Now we get around. As you said.
Watch it!
As you said.
A bit more dying, please.
I was gonna say, where are these corpses coming from? They just keep flowing into the room. Okay. Well, that's where they were coming from.
It will be
Yes,
done.
All right.
You will learn to fear me.
Oh no, Bella. Bella was the girl in the tavern that we said we'd help leave the village after the attack. But she refused to leave before the attack, so she died and never got to do anything with her life. There are a lot of bodies of walking corpses in here. Fascinating. I didn't actually mean to use that. Oh well. Uh-oh. Okay, everybody on that guy.
So be it.
Very well. I have beaten one. You want to die, do you?
Very well.
No mercy.
Oh no. That's not good. I should have been paying more attention to Alistair's health. So, the reason Alistair died is one of the dogs grappled him, threw him to the ground, and mauled him to death. And that happens frequently when you're fighting against animals in this game, whether it be dogs or dragons or, like, spiders. Yeah. And since Alistair died, he has an injury. So we're gonna have to heal him up using an injury kit.
It will be done.
No harm in checking all the rooms. Oh, someone alive. Valena.
Please, don't hurt me.
Be silent, you're safe.
I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. These monsters are everywhere. My name's Valena.
the Arlessa's maid. Is she all right? What happened to everyone?
I was hoping to ask the same question.
I don't know what happened. There was some talk the Arl was poisoned, that he wasn't just sick. They arrested someone for it, but then everything went mad. People started killing each other, and then their bodies would get up and walk. They didn't attack us right away, unless you tried running. I waited until everyone else was gone. I couldn't stand it anymore.
You need to get out of the castle.
How? There are more monsters out there.
There's a tunnel leading out in the dungeon.
But the monsters...
I killed most of them. It's safe.
I'll find my way. I can run fast and I know the castle. Thank you.
Okay, good riddance. And that girl is the blacksmith's daughter. She is who the blacksmith was looking for when we went to talk to him. He was trying to force us to promise that we'd go and check for her, but we ended up killing him instead. Can't get through. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. So many rooms with a lot of things to fight. It's kinda crazy. I should be using this more often.
Right then.
I don't know why I haven't been. I keep forgetting I have it. I suppose. Yeah. I should really not forget about that anymore. Because it is a rather useful spell. I just haven't been using it. Figures. Okay. No codices, it doesn't look like anyway. And of course we're about to leave the floor, so my spell doesn't work at this point. If I would have used it when we first got into this floor though, it would have been much more productive. I'll have to try and remember to use that immediately from now on. This isn't a very large floor. Locked chest. With all the locked things that we've ran past, I'm sure you're seeing why it might be useful to have a rogue with you, or be a rogue yourself. Okay, there's something to fight over there.
Ooh, it smells like my breakfast.
As you said.
On the Grey Waters!
Very well.
Let's grab some glory!
Oh, it's on cooldown now. Alright, well, it should be up, ready to go. And I didn't grab the Revenant. That's a shame. That would have been awesome if it actually if it would have summoned the Revenant. That would have been cool. I would have been really happy with
It will
that.
be done. Very well.
He was like still standing almost. Good game glitch. So that's the gate that we were trying to get in before, but it's still locked, so. Main floor of the castle. Okay. Oh, we have a welcoming party. That's messed up.
So these are our visitors. The ones you told me about, Mother.
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who was with Uncle Tegan. The one you met at my village.
Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is an elf, Connor. You've seen elves before. We have them here in the castle.
Oh, I remember. I had their ears cut off and fed to the dogs. The dogs chewed for hours. Shall I send it to the kennels, Mother?
Connor, I beg you.
You're
Don't
fine.
hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does.
So he is the evil you spoke of.
No! Don't say that!
So, the boy has become an abomination and sundered the veil.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
She won't tell. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This woman will have the audience she seeks. Tell us, woman, what have you come here for?
So, Tegan's crazy. I need to see our Lehman.
So you're a concerned well-wisher. Why didn't you say that in the first place? All this sneaking around and killing is so unnecessary. But Father is so very ill. We really shouldn't disturb him. Isn't that right, Mother?
I don't think...
Of course you don't! Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement. I crave action. The village wasn't enough, and I'm bored now. I want more.
Okay. So, Tegan is fighting us now. Apparently. Good job on that one.
Hey! We have no choice but to fight!
Run while you can!
It will be done.
Okay, we got a warrior fighting for us. And some meat.
Tegan. Oh, Tegan.
He's still alive?
Are you all right?
Of course he
I
is.
am better now, I think. My mind is my own again.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died. Not after I brought you here. The fool I am. Please. Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can save him.
So I personally think this part would have been better if he actually did die. Now, I understand why they kept him alive, but at the time, in this scene, as it's happening, it very much seems like plot armor. Especially since you notice that none of the other bodies that fall during that fight get back up. No one else survived, just him, and he miraculously survives the attack on the village as well. But this time, it wasn't someone that wanted him to be alive attacking him. It was him getting in a fight with us, and considering we've killed everyone else, he should have gotten the same. You knew about this all along.
Yes. I didn't tell you because I believed we could help him. I still do.
I'm sorry, my lady, but Connor has become an abomination. He's no longer your son.
You! You did this to Connor!
I didn't summon any demon. I told you. Please, if you'll let me help.
Help? You betrayed me! I brought you here to help my son, and in return you poisoned my husband?
This is the mage you spoke of? Didn't you say he was in the dungeon?
He was. I assumed the creatures had killed him by now. He must have been set free.
He's kind of an idiot for coming back up here with us. He'll get what's coming to him, don't you worry.
I know what you must think of me, my lady. I took advantage of your fear. I'm sorry. I never knew it would come to this.
Well, I shan't turn away his help. Not yet. And if Connor is truly an abomination...
He's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through. Please, I just want to protect him.
Isn't that what started this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away. I thought if he learned just enough to hide it, then...
Where's Connor now, and why did he run?
I think he ran upstairs, to the family quarters.
Violence scares him. I know that sounds strange. He may have run up to his room, or...
Or he might be waiting in ambush.
I don't know. The fighting may have scared Connor into... coming out again, and so he ran.
So you're saying he may be vulnerable?
Perhaps. Is there no other way?
Where's our Elia?
Upstairs in his room. I think the demon has been keeping him alive.
So if we destroy the demon, then...
then my husband may perish. Yes.
What are the options?
I wouldn't normally suggest slaying a child, but he's an abomination. I'm not sure there's any choice.
There is another option, though I loathe offering it. A mage could confront the demon in the Fade without hurting Connor himself.
What do you mean? Is the demon not within Connor?
Not physically. The demon approached Connor in the Fade while he dreamt and controls him from there. We can use the connection between them to find the demon.
You can enter the Fade, then? And kill the demon without hurting my boy?
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally requires lyrium and several mages, but I have blood magic.
Interesting. We come back to blood magic. Blood magic uses the life forces of others as raw mana.
Yes, that's right. The ritual I know, it requires life energy. A lot of it. All of it, in fact.
So, someone must die? Someone must be sacrificed?
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option.
It really isn't. Sacrifice one person to kill another. I mean, sacrifice one person to save another. And someone's gonna die either way.
Indeed. Either my son or the sacrifice. Let it be me then. I will give my life for his.
What? Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would never allow this.
Either someone kills my son to destroy that thing inside him, or I give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
Blood magic. How can more evil be of any help here? Two wrongs don't make a right.
It does seem like a sensible choice, with a willing participant.
Connor is blameless in this. He should not have to pay the price.
You're the mage here, not I, my friend. It's you who would be going into the Fade. The decision is yours.
Interesting. So she wants to die so that her son might live. Not so that he will live, just so that he might. Are you sure you're ready to die, Lady Isolde?
If there is even a chance to save Connor, I am.
You rest your hopes on this young mage? He poisoned Eamon, and he could take your life power and attack for all we know.
He would be a fool to try. No, I am willing to take his word. I would give my life for the chance to undo what I have done.
I still do not agree, but it cannot be my choice.
I'm surprised Alistair didn't chime in. There must be another way to enter the Fade, kind of like the ritual that we went through to become a mage in the first place.
You can find lyrium and more mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it.
That kind of put us into a corner. Well, it's true, the tower is not very far.
That is an excellent point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mage's help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
And that's a good point too. However, the village is already completely dead. So like even if he does come back, the worst he's gonna do is start raising the bodies again and maybe start to form an army. Should we take the chance though? We don't like the circle, but trading one person's life for another person's life doesn't seem like a great option. Especially when one of the people might not even live in the first place. We'll take that chance.
Very well. I will keep Jowan here as a precaution. He says he wants to help, so he will keep an eye on Connor with us. Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
Alright, so they're gonna keep an eye on things while we're out. I wonder if I could leave my animated corpse to help them. Either way, I think we should end the video here, and then we'll continue next time. However, should I go explore more first, or just go straight to the tower? We don't want to go straight to the tower, but we do at the same time. Ugh, 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 ugh. Alright, we'll decide next time. I'm gonna save and end the video here. If you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe, give the video a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.